Hello friends, good evening. Today I want to discuss a concept, one of the chapter from discrete mathematics, that is propositional logic. Okay, what is proposition? A proposition is a declarative sentence, that is a sentence that declares a fact. That means that should be either true or false. It is not both. It can be true or it can be false. Okay, suppose if we give this 2 plus 2 to anyone, they will say it is true, right? Suppose 3 plus 5, that is 8, less than or equal to 10, that is also, sorry, that is not, it is less than, but it cannot be equal to 10. This is false. That is a proposition. We can say either it is true or false. Okay, in propositional logic, we will use proposition, Boolean algebras, and logical connectives also we will use. Okay, we know already these are the logical connectives. This is or symbol and negation, XOR, implication, by implication. This is NAND, NOR. Okay, this is NAND, this is NOR gate, NOR symbol. Okay, this is implication, this is bidirectional symbol. Okay, OR, and, NOT, and XOR. Okay, we already know, right? OR means if any one is true, then the conclusion will be true. In AND gate, we know if two statements are true, then only the conclusion will be true. In NOT means, what is NOT? If A is true, then A NOT is false. Like that we can say. Okay, what is XOR? XOR gate, if one is true and another is false, then the conclusion will be true. If both the statements are true, the statement two statements either true, either two statements are false, then it is false in XOR. Okay, okay, what is, I will tell some important concept from the propositional logic. Tautology. What is tautology? What is tautology? Tautology means that is always true, that means one. Okay, what is contradiction? Contradiction means always false. Okay, it will be never be true. What is contingency? Contingency means it is sometimes true, sometimes false. Okay, 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 if suppose P implies Q is a direct statement, then what is the inverse of P implies Q? Negation P implies negation Q is the inverse of the statement P implies Q. Converse means reverse. Q implies P is a converse of the P implies Q statement. Then what is contrapositive? The inverse of the converse. We can say like that. Inverse of the converse means negation P implies negation Q is the contrapositive of the statement P implies Q. Okay. Okay. Next, I will we can see quantifiers in propositional logic. This is a symbol of quantifier for all. For all means universal quantifier, we can say. Okay, this is there exist. For some. Okay, this is the universal intercourse. X is the universal intercourse. We can say for all values x, px. There exists x, px. I will tell in after next explanation of this for all and there exist. Okay, for now I will tell some basics. Okay, these are the very important you know that I already told this is the conjunction, this is disjunction, or plus conjunction means intersection or dot is a symbol. This is the negation symbol. This is XOR, implication, by implication. Okay, we can write this whatever we want, we can use this negation symbol. This is negation P intersection negation Q. We can write like this also, P negation intersection Q. P or T, we can write T means 1, true means 1, P plus 1 is equal to 1. Okay, P dot 0 is equal to 0, P intersection P is equal to P. I will explain these formulas here. These are the logical equivalents in logical equivalences. Okay, this is the equivalence, and this is the name of the equivalence. Okay, this is P intersection T is equivalent to P. P intersection, P union false is equivalent to P. This is identity law. Okay, first one is identity law. How we can easily understand? Suppose if we take P is equal to 0, 0 intersection T, what is false intersection true means false only. Okay, suppose P union false means P. How? Suppose if we take P is equal to 1, 1 union F means 1. Okay, this is identity. Identity means suppose whatever we take, it will come here. Okay, with intersection with T, if we take P intersection T, whatever take the value of P, P only comes here. If we take P is equal to 0, we will get 0 here. If we take P is equal to 1 here, we will get 1. P or F, if we take P is equal to 0 here, we will get 0. If we take P is equal to 1, then we will get 1. That's why it is called as identity. Whatever we are taking P, we are getting that P only. Okay, next it is second one is domination loss. What is domination law? Whatever we take in place of P, we are not getting P. Okay, P or T, P or true. P plus true means true only. Okay, P intersection false means false only. Suppose if we take P is equal to 1 here, 1 union true, true. Okay, if we take P is equal to 1 intersection false means false. Okay, this is called as domination law. Domination law. Okay, next this is called as idempotent loss. Idempotent loss means P union P is P, P intersection is equivalent to P. This is idempotent law. Next, double negation. If we do double negation to any thing, we will get the same thing. Okay, double negation of P means P. Okay, next these are commutative laws. Commutative laws we already know, right? Commutative laws, A plus B is equal to B plus A, like that. P or Q is equal to Q or P. P intersection Q is equal to Q intersection P. Okay, next one is associative laws. Associative laws are, in associative law we will have same symbol. Okay, we don't have here intersection, here okay, here conjunction, here disjunction. We don't have like that. We should have same here, either conjunction or disjunction. Okay, that's why in this statement we are having only disjunction. Okay, P disjunction Q disjunction R, we can write like this also. P disjunction, okay, Q disjunction R. Okay, next intersect. Now it is having conjunction, P conjunction Q conjunction R. That we can also write like P conjunction Q conjunction R. Okay, next we will see distributive laws. Distributive laws, we have to remember like this. We will have combination of disjunction and conjunction. Okay, now how can we write? P disjunction Q conjunction P disjunction R. Okay, whatever is coming in this bracket, it will come in between these two literals. Okay, we have to remember like this. In distributive law, we are having two different, one is conjunction and one is disjunction. Okay, P disjunction Q intersection R, we have to first P disjunction Q intersection P disjunction R. Next here P conjunction Q disjunction R. Here how can we write? First P conjunction Q, P conjunction Q, disjunction P conjunction R. Okay, this is distributive law. Next, this is De Morgan's laws. What is De Morgan's laws? Negation of P conjunction Q equal to negation of P disjunction negation of Q. Whatever there inside, it will become opposite. If it is there conjunction, it will become disjunction. See here it is there disjunction, it become conjunction. Okay, these two become negations. These two will become negations. Okay, negation P conjunction negation Q. Okay, next one is absorption laws. What is absorption law? P or P intersection Q is always equal to P. How I will tell? Suppose if we take P is equal to 0, 0 or Q is equal to, we will take 1. P is equal to 0, Q is equal to 1, we will take. Okay, 0 or 0 into 1. 0 into 1 means 0. Like we are getting 0 only. If we take P is equal to 0, we are getting 0. Suppose if we take P is equal to 1 or suppose we change Q value. Q is equal to 0. P is equal to 1, Q is equal to 0. P is equal to 1 or 1 dot 0. 1 dot 0, 1 intersection 0 means 0. We are getting 1 only. Okay, whatever we are taking P value, we are getting here P value only. Okay, suppose this also same absorption law. P conjunction of P disjunction Q. Suppose here also if we take suppose if we take P is equal to 0 and Q is equal to 1, what we will get here? We will see 0 conjunction 0 or 1. Okay, 0 or 1 means 1. Okay, what is a 0 intersection 1? Sorry, means disjunction means multiply 0 1 0. We are getting 0 only. Okay, whatever we will take here, we are getting the same. Okay, we have to remember this because it is very useful while solving questions. Okay, P union P plus negation P means true. Okay, P intersection negation P, false. Okay, because suppose if we take P is equal to 0, 0 intersection 1 means 0 only, right? Okay, now I will explain some logical equivalences involving conditional statements. Okay, from these conditional statements only we got two questions in the recent UGC NET 2020 exam. Okay, please listen carefully. P implies Q is equivalent to negation P or negation Q. This is the formula. If you want, you can draw a truth table and you can verify. Okay, P implies Q table, you know, right? That is P implies Q. P implies Q truth table become false when P is true and Q is false. In all other cases, P implies Q table implication table is true. That is true, 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 false only, false, false, true, true, false, false also true. Okay, if you try to do this table, you will get the same result as P implies Q. Okay, we can also P implies Q, we can also write like this: negation Q implies negation Q, negation P. Okay, how I will tell. Suppose if I do like this, I already told P implies Q is equivalent to negation P or Q. Okay, from that implication we can write like this here: negation of negation Q or negation P. Okay, negation of negation Q is what? Q. Q or negation P means negation P or Q. Both these two are equal, right? Okay, that's why this is also equivalent to P implies Q. Negation Q implies negation okay, next P or Q equivalent to negation P implies negation Q. If we have to apply the same formula. Okay, P implies Q equal to negation P or Q. If we apply here negation of negation P or Q, that means P or Q we will get. Okay, okay, from these equations question is came. Okay, I will show the question also. First I will show you. If we draw truth tables, we will get to know these are equivalent, but we have to remember in exam we can't draw all truth tables, right? We can't draw we can't write all the truth tables and verify. At least these are standard like formulas we have to remember, then we can save our time in exam. Okay, these direct statements are given from this table in the exam. Okay, this is P implies Q intersection P implies R is equivalent to P implies Q intersection R. That is P implies Q intersection P implies R. Okay, we have to take P first. Okay, left side is P only. P, it is after P we are having implies. P implies. After P here we are having Q, here we are having R. Okay, in between there is a intersection. Okay, P implies Q intersection R. Okay, suppose if next we will see this is same as this also same, just they changed in the middle. Here it is conjunction, they changed here disjunction. Okay, we will compare these two, first one and this one. Here also P implies Q. Here okay, sorry, last one. Okay, here, this only P implies Q. Okay, I will okay, this second one we will see. P implies R, disjunction, Q implies R. Okay, here first two are not equal. Here second second thing is this R is equal. How can we write this type? In this type we have to PRQ. This middle one is getting opposite. Okay, here it is intersection, we have to write conjunction. Here it is conjunction, we have to write disjunction. P disjunction Q implies R. Okay, here R is getting implies from both the literals. Okay, that's why we can write implies R, implies R. Here this is getting reverse. Okay, opposite to conjunction, it is getting disjunction. PRQ implies R. Okay, just I am telling how to remember, because in exam we can easily mark the answer. Okay, here it is P implies Q, here it is Q implies R. Okay, sorry, I think I done mistake here. Here P should come. Okay, now we can get easily, we can compare this and this. Okay, here first same same symbol is coming. Here P, here P. Okay, P implies P implies, that's why I write P implies. Okay, next Q R, Q disjunction R, easy, right? Next this and this is same. Okay, first one is different here, next one is same, R R R R. Okay, that's why we have to change this symbol. Okay, P intersection Q implies same, this as it is we have to write, this implies R. Here this disjunction we are changing to conjunction, P conjunction Q. We can easily mark answer. I think you understand. I will repeat. If first symbol is same, okay, same, and after that second ones are different, right? We have to write same, P implies. Okay, same, Q intersection R. Next ones. Okay, here first one is not same, second one is same. In that time what we will do, we have to take P, whatever symbol is there here, we have to take if disjunction there, conjunction there, disjunction. P, here conjunction is there, P disjunction Q. Okay, next one we have to write as it is R. Here same, same as first one is same here and here, P implies. Okay, P implies I took same, we need not change any symbol here, Q R R. Here I told, right, whatever first is different, right? P Q. Here symbol is disjunction, we have to change it to conjunction, P conjunction Q. The next one we have to write as it is, this implies R. Okay, I think you understood. Next, logical equivalences involving biconditional statements. Here this also we have to remember, because direct question came from these statements only. Okay, we need not to prove in the exam. These standard statements we can remember. Okay, it will help us. P by implies Q in the standard book these formulas are there from the book only. In the exam they gave. Okay, P by implies Q, we can write P implies Q intersection Q implies P. Okay, we can also P by implies Q also equivalent to negation P by implies negation Q. P by implies Q also equivalent to P intersection Q, P conjunction Q, disjunction negation P, conjunction negation Q. Okay, negation of P by implies Q is equivalent to P by implies negation of Q. Okay, we can remember like this negation comes to Q. Okay, P by implies negation Q. Okay, now I will show the question, then you can realize how the statement came. This is the exactly question came. Okay, here he gave the question, how which of the following pairs of propositions are not logically equivalent. Some he has paired like equivalent. He is asking which of the following is not equivalent. Okay, first one is he has given P implies R intersection Q implies R, and he is saying this is equivalent to PRQ implies R. I told right here, first two are different. Okay, we can take how we have to change this symbol to conjunction PRQ. Second one we have to write as it is, implies R, PRQ implies R. Okay, this is also direct statement given, P by implies Q and negation P by implies negation Q. These are equivalent. I just now I showed you these are equivalent. This is also equivalent. Okay, first and two are correct. Then we will okay, P intersection Q union negation P intersection negation Q and P by implies Q are equivalent. Just now I show you right. This is also direct statement. Then here see, here he is saying P implies Q, P implies R intersection Q implies R is equivalent to P intersection Q implies R, but it should be disjunction here. Okay, here PQ is there. First letters are not same, PQ. That time P, it should come PRQ implies R. Second one is same, it should come here PRQ. Okay, then fourth one is the correct answer. Okay, I hope you understand. We have to remember these equivalences, logical equivalences involving conditional statements, logical equivalences involving biconditional statements. These are very important. Okay, thank you for watching. If you have any doubts, put in your comments. Okay, in the comments.